Right fighters, listen up. I come across many of you guys on a regular basis, whether you're a Muay Thai fighter, you're an MMA fighter, you're a boxer, you're a bare knuckle fighter, and so many fighters are doing things the wrong way on the week of the fight especially. And what I mean by this is a lot of fighters think that the actual weight cut starts at the beginning of the fight week. So fight week is normally going to be Monday, the weigh-in would be on the Friday, the day before the fight, on the Saturday, or you've got a same day weigh-in on the Saturday. Now, what you've got to understand is that the weight cutting methods are actually the methods that we would use to dehydrate you and get rid of the remaining water retention to help you make weight for the fight. And we've got to keep you within this dehydrated and depleted state like this for as low amount of time as we possibly can. So what we will aim to do is we'll try, and basically what I do is with the fighters I'm working with, we'll get the most amount of weight off that we possibly can from the changes and manipulations to your diet at the start of the week. So what we're going to do is, from the Monday, we're going to switch to what we call a low residue / low volume diet. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to minimise the amount of food within your gut and your digestive system, so that you can weigh less and you can basically lower the scale weight in a rapid way to make weight for your fight, and then we dehydrate you to get the remainder off. So what we're going to do is, on the Monday, we're going to start by eating foods which are low in weight. So when I say that, I mean foods such as butters, oils, fatty cuts of meats like lamb, steak, chicken thighs, pork. Now, the reason why is because you want to have foods which are going to weigh less but are calorie dense. So we want to have foods which you can have a small amount but still have a high amount of calories. So we're going to do that. What we're also going to do is we're going to lower your carbohydrate load even further. Now, it should have actually been lowered the week before the fight. So we're going to take to range now anywhere from 50 all the way up to 100 grams of carbs for a day before weighing, depending on how much weight you've got to cut. It's pretty self-explanatory. The more weight you've got to cut, the lower amount of carbs you'll be consuming. But if you're on a same day weighing, you're going to actually consume more carbs, but eat carbs which are lower in weight and get rid of the fibre content. Now, when we get rid of the fibre content on the week of the fight, we lower it to 10 grams. Now, the reason why we do this is because fibre will pull water into the digestive tract, which will make you weigh more, of course, and you won't actually digest the fibre and you'll weigh more. So what you're going to do is you're going to avoid any vegetables, you're going to avoid a lot of fruit, you're going to avoid a lot of sweet potato, white potato with the skins, fibrous foods which are going to stay within digestive tract and make you weigh more. So you do that. What you're also going to do is you're going to eat 4 meals on the week of the fight, and you're going to spread them across the day. Start your first meal at 7 AM, finish your last meal at 5 PM. You do that, and then what you do is 2 days before you fight, lower your sodium. So you start taking salt off your food, and you lower your sodium to 500 to 1,000 milligrams. Typically what I'll see with a lot of fighters is they'll take the sodium out and the salt way too early, and this can cause muscle cramps and can actually have the opposite side effect, which can actually help make your body hold on to water, which is exactly what we don't want to happen. So you do that, and then what we'll actually do is, now when we're trying to make weight for the fight, we'll save the dehydration methods to the day before and the morning the weigh-in. So when I talk about these methods, I mean your hot baths, your saunas, your training with your sweating methods, with your sweatsuits on. We'll do that the night before the actual fight, the day before, sorry, and this morning of the weigh-in, especially on a day before weigh-in, to make sure that you can just be dehydrated for a small amount of time, make the weight, get to weigh-in, then just rehydrate and refuel. Now, if that's what we'd do for a day before weigh-in, but if it's the same day weigh-in, we're going to make sure that basically you're only 2 kilograms above weight on the week of the fight, and we're actually going to avoid dehydration. We're just going to keep active, make the change to your diet, and make sure that you've prepared well in advance of the week before the actual fight. Now listen guys, if you like this information and you want some more nutrition and diet tips for combat sports, don't forget to give me a YouTube channel, subscribe, and you'll get more videos just like this. Thank you very much for watching guys, and have a good day.